convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right around the 26. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And some room to work. Bell so light on his feet. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And Quan Bolden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. See if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And, indeed, he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Coleman has it here right side. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Kaiser now from the 50. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And an update now from down in Baltimore. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, Kaiser. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And his throw here is incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Roethlisberger will throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joe Schobert able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Let's
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Golden. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell uses the stiff arm. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and goal from the 7. They'll try again with Bell. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On the left side, it's McDonald, and he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Let's go! One, nine!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaiser. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ryan Shazier leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Kaiser to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Nassib in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Kaiser on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, Kaiser. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they won't let the players determine it down the stretch.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the number 1 pick as he gets him behind the line. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll try the right side with Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. And the lead is now 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And some room to maneuver. He's got room to run past the 20. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Browns, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this loss will mean they